Hello, wonderful world of YouTube. What's up, my fragrance family? All my subs, my visitors. How I do? Welcome back. This is Motivated Living. My name's Chris, and today I'm going to be talking about a fragrance from Tiziana Terenzi called Ursa. Tell you a little bit about it, so sit tight. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Motivated Living.
Change is on the horizon.
Hey everybody, I hope y'all are having a great day. This is Ursa, Tiziana Terenzi, a fragrance that was released in 2015. This one actually received a 4.29 out of 5 on Fragrantica. Keep moving my camera, so I gotta remember where I'm at in position with it. Let me show you the presentation of it before I talk about the juice. I was pretty impressed with how it came packaged up. So let me show you the box. Now, the Terenzi name, a lot of people associate them with candles, which I believe they were making candles before they started fragrances. Don't quote me on that. I was really impressed with how it came boxed or presented. It shows the Ursa on the bottom. Thought it was pretty neat. This is my second fragrance by them. I had got that one and Orion at the same time, which I actually wore Orion today. It says made in Italy, Leonardo da Vinci. There's a quote from Da Vinci on the back. I can't translate all that, so I won't even bother. Let's check this out. Came with a little book, the Luna collection. It's an extrait de parfum, which they are potent and they last. I will say that. The two I have experience with, that they've lasted all day, like stellar performance on them for me. There's a little book, multiple languages, just talking about it. I'm sure you don't want me to read your story or I'd read it all. And there's the other book that came with it. And even on the back, Terenzi Evelino Serreria. And it's got a candle. Hope y'all can see that. So the presentation, I'm pretty impressed with. The book just shows their line of all their different fragrances. So I'll just show you a page out of it. I'm not going to spend too long on this, even though I'm really impressed with the presentation. Now the cool thing, here's how it comes boxed. If you look at the bottom, it has this huge cap on it, which is really neat. And the bottle's like, it's not a glass, it's more like a porcelain ceramic type. And then it's got the, I don't know, almost like a foam type label on there that's printed. There's the bottom. But if you don't want to carry this big bulky cap, say you want to take the bottle with you, that thing's heavy too. It's really heavy. It's heavier than the doggone bottle. It also comes in the presentation, has a little travel cap you can, that's the first time I've actually used it though. So, we'll get on there. So yeah, has a little travel cap that comes with it. It's down there, there's some foam at the bottom. Cool little showpiece. They definitely did an artistic job with that part of it. And I will say the fragrance itself feels like it's artistic as well. If you see around here, there's some also almost look like some, I don't know, symbols or something going on in there. I'm gonna spray it in the air. This fragrance here is an unusual fragrance to me. I'm not knocking it, but I'm just gonna say it's unusual. This is a love it or hate it fragrance in my opinion. I definitely would say, I blind bought it. Do I regret blind buying it? I'll just say it didn't work for me. But the longer it sits, I'll spray it. It's different. It's really different. I've seen people say that it reminds them of Straight to Heaven by Kilian. A good friend of mine who has the Straight to Heaven Extreme by Kilian. He said it smells like that. I've never smelled the actual Straight to Heaven. Not yet, at least, so I cannot say. But that's the feedback I'm getting from it, I decant it quite a bit and send to people to get their opinions, other fragrance lovers. To have any sort of appreciation for this fragrance, in my opinion, it's not for somebody just getting started in fragrances. So if you've been into it a while and you sniff on a deeper level, then yeah, I can see somebody appreciating this. Again, I feel it's a love it or hate it fragrance. There's nothing on this wrist, so I'm going to spray it on as we talk. It does have a little boozy opening, but there's something to it. There's something else in there, and I don't know what it is. I'll read you the notes. It doesn't, it's not off-putting like that, but it's not one of those, I keep sniffing my wrist like, wow. But I sniff my wrist trying to investigate the fragrance. Like, man, what is this? I haven't found anybody else that feels it works for them. And personally, it doesn't work for me. But I'm keeping it. I did send the decants out hoping somebody else would fall in love with it at first sniffed and maybe buy the bottle off me or trade me something. Yeah, it didn't happen. So anyone else who smelled it, they didn't give me very good feedback on it. And I hate to say that because the other Terenzi fragrance I have, I can't see myself parting with because I like it so much. It's really good. And I've heard that about so many of the other fragrances as well by them. It's different. But let me talk to you about the notes. I'm going to read the notes. As I said before, I'm not a professional at this. I do this as a hobby. I share my opinions and take on it. I'm not on anybody's payroll for doing any of this YouTube stuff. I have some people that bless me with free stuff, and I give my honest opinion. And I actually bought this with my hard-earned money. Blind bought this, which I do not recommend doing. Find a decant, if anyone even's decanting it. See if you can find somewhere where you can smell it. If you know you love the Killian one, from what I understand, it smells very similar. But again, I haven't smelled the other one, so I can't honestly say. But as one who does blind buy, it's like a slot pull or a crap shoot or playing the lottery. Because you never know. This wasn't one I heard other people really hyping. I just seen it and I was like, the notes seem kind of good. It smells like the By Killian fragrance for a fraction of the cost. Let me give it a try before I spend the money on the other one. That's how I ended up with it. And I don't know, hopefully as it sits, it'll do its thing a little more and it'll grow on me. I've had many fragrances do that. So the top notes: nutmeg, elemi, I don't know if I'm saying that right, it's E-L-E-M-I, dried fruits, and rum. Your mid is, or heart, patchouli, olibanum, incense, tobacco, and vetiver. And then your base notes are vanilla, leather, and agarwood, or oud. And I don't really get the oud smell. I don't really get a lot of them that are listed in there, to be honest with you. Maybe a little bit of tobacco. Not like the smoked tobacco, but like leaves hanging. If you ever been somewhere where they grow tobacco, it just smells like the plant drying to me. And I smell hay in it, even though it's not listed. And I'm not the only one. Like, I've talked to people I've sent the decants to, and they said they detect the hay in there as well. And on the initial spray, I can definitely smell a boozy alcohol type. Back when I was battling with alcoholism, rum was one of my go-tos. And it doesn't really smell like any of the rum I used to drink. It's high quality. I'll give it that. It's definitely very concentrated because this won't come off until I wash my arm. What I sprayed. It'll last and last and last and last. And you could even, I can, plain as day, but I don't know if you guys can see that little shine right there where it's glistening, that little area? I'm trying to get it in the light to see if it definitely leaves its mark. And this thing booms, it projects. I've never gotten a compliment from it at all, even a comment when I've worn it. And I'll even wear them to work. Like, I experiment with these when I'm at work because I know it's safe. I'm kind of in my own area by myself. And occasionally I'll pass by somebody. And sometimes I get people, man, whatever you're wearing smells great. And I smell it way down there. And then other times, man, that's offensive. I don't know what you... I've told somebody, look, man, I don't care what you think. I wear these for me. Whatever. You don't like it, beat feet. That's just me, though. And I do. I wear fragrances for me. They're therapeutic. They speak to me. And usually when they don't, I rehome them. And hopefully somebody else can get that feeling out of them that many fragrances give me. To why I brought them to the channel. But that is it. Tiziana Terenzi. And with me saying the hey note, it brings a supporter of the channel. Someone who's been watching a while. Any of you guys who are into horse stuff, this man has like trail videos. Beautiful horses. Beautiful, beautiful horses. I enjoy watching it. And then hearing the hooves, it's an intoxicating sound to me. And he's even told me that, other people find it to be intoxicating as well. I will put a link down in the description. I'm going to put a picture up here. If you're into the horses and stuff, go check them out. I've watched them with my daughter. Quite often she works with horses here in our local area. Works with Miss Pam, Ride with Faith, and it's helped her so much with the responsibility and the discipline that come with it. And that's everything I got. I don't believe I missed anything out. I wrote down not safe to make sure I let y'all know this is not a safe fragrance. This isn't like your Emoise Reflection where you spray it on and you're not going to offend nobody. This isn't like your Orion. The Orion is the one that has the similar vibes to the Aventus. This isn't your Nautica Voyage. This is not a safe fragrance. And like I said, either you're going to like it or you're not. Love or hate. There's no in between here, in my opinion. It's just my humble opinion. And I'm not knocking it. Because you could tell they put in hard work on it. And the ingredients are quality. They're top notch. But not all frags are going to be for everybody. That's the beautiful thing about this thing of ours. You're either going to love them or you're not. If we all loved the same things, everybody would smell the same. And I'm sure there are certain fragrances out there where you're in a populated area and 10 people are going to walk by that smell like Sauvage or Aventus. I don't see you walking by and smelling this on anybody else. It would probably be like finding a needle in a haystack. Message. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I really do. And look forward to more good stuff coming. Because there's some big things on their way. At least in my opinion. Because they're in the works. I'm pretty excited. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. As another big channel I like watching, Bowtie Fragrance Guy. Check him out. I'll put a picture up there. It says you can be anywhere else in the world. But right now you chose to be with me. I dig it. So thank you. Thanks for taking time out of your life and your day to hang out with little old me. Y'all stay safe. Be blessed. Keep a smile on your face. Keep smelling great. Peace.